Happy Sunday, and welcome to a new week. I'm Kurt Bergland. This is Pine Tar Baseball. I have a 1972 season set preview for you today. We are previewing a game, a late season game, and probably the start of the most important series in the 1972 season in either league. It's October 2nd, 1972, and the Boston Red Sox are traveling to Detroit to take on the Detroit Tigers. The Red Sox on October 2nd, 1972 were in first place by 1/2 game. As you know, there was a labor stoppage early in the 1972 season, and the schedule was not adjusted. And what that meant was that teams were playing an uneven number of games. And what that was going to mean was that one of these two teams in the American League Eastern Division was going to have the possibility of winning the division by a half game because games were not being made up. And it looked like that could very well happen coming into this series. The Tigers were hosting the series. This was a veteran ball club. Many of these players were on the 1968 World Series team. This was a veteran ball club managed by Billy Martin and not managed in the fashion to which he wanted to run a team, namely by running and using first-run strategies and putting a lot of pressure on the defense, mostly because this was a power-packed team and couldn't run very well. And so he was managing them and getting the most out of them, but this was not a Billy ball club. They were coming into this series a half game behind Boston, but they had a big edge in pennant experience, playoff push experience, and they were hosting the final 3 games of the season. The Red Sox, for their part, were a young team. They were managed by Eddie Casco and an overachieving team. Carlton Fisk was just getting his career started, and while there were some veterans on the pitching staff, there were also some young pitchers on the pitching staff, people like Bill Lee, and in the starting lineup in left field in this series was a very young Dwight Evans, making his major league debut in the 72 season, late in the 72 season. So we have two ball clubs that are kind of opposites of each other. The Tigers, older and more experienced and certainly familiar with the pressure of a pennant race. And the Red Sox, a young team and a more athletic team, and a team that was kind of new to the pressures of the playoff push. Interestingly, neither of these teams were expected to be here. In the research that I did for 1972, the teams that were expected to contend were Baltimore, who of course won the 1971 American League pennant, and maybe even the New York Yankees. And writers tended to be very impressed with players like Bobby Mercer and Thurman Munson and the potential of that team to possibly make a run for the division. Well, the Orioles did okay, but they never started hitting. They had traded Frank Robinson before the 72 season, and they didn't hit at all during the season. They were completely led by pitching, and their pitching didn't get them far enough. The Yankees sort of wallowed around the 500 mark, better than they had been in recent campaigns, but still not really division title worthy, not a contender yet. So the Red Sox and Tigers found themselves meeting at Tiger Stadium on October 2nd with the division on the line in this last 3-game series. let's get to the starting lineups. If you enjoy these cards and this set, contact me at Bergland.kurt at yahoo.com. That is also my PayPal account. $12.99 gets you the PDF. The printed cards shipped to you are $54.99. This is the 1972 season for Pine Tar Baseball. If you need the game instructions, I can send you those for free. Just let me know you need them. All right, let's get to the starting lineups. We are using the as played lineups because if I don't, heads explode all over this great land of ours. And so we want to avoid that. Leading off for the Boston Red Sox, this is the lineup for October 2nd, 1972 at Tiger Stadium. Leading off for the Red Sox in center field, it's Tommy Harper. Batting second at shortstop, it's Louis Aparicio. Batting third at first base, Carl Yastrzemski. Batting fourth in right field, it's Reggie Smith. Gee whiz. Batting fifth at at third base, Rico Petrocelli. Batting sixth behind the plate, it's Carlton Fisk. Batting seventh in left field, Dwight Evans. Batting eighth at second base, Doug Griffin. And batting ninth and on the mound, it's John Curtis, who is a C pitcher on the road. He is an E pitcher the third time through the order. And he has a strikeout modifier of 77. He can go 7 innings normally, but longer in Pine Tar if he's doing well. For the homestanding 1972 Detroit Tigers, their lineup set by manager Billy Martin. Tony Taylor leads off at second base. Al Kaline bats second in right field. Batting third behind the plate, it's Duke Sims. Batting fourth at first base, Frank Howard. Batting fifth in left field, Willie Horton. Batting sixth at third base, Aurelio Rodriguez. Batting seventh in center field, Mickey Stanley. Batting eighth at shortstop, Ed Brinkman. And batting ninth and on the mound, it's their ace, Mickey Lolich. He's a B pitcher at home and a B pitcher the third time through the order. He has strikeout modifiers on 55 and 77. He can give you 8 and more if he's doing well. And those are your starting lineups. We are ready to go. Remember, the Red Sox coming into this game, we're in first place by 1/2 game. This is a start of a 3-game set. In real life, first 2 games of the series were won, and the division was clinched with Tiger victories. We'll see if that holds true in our replay. Tommy Harper leads off now against Mickey Lolich, and we are underway. And that is strike 3 swinging. Lolich gets his first strikeout on the very first batter of the game. 1 man out in the top of the first. Now it's Louis Aparicio. Louis 257 in 1972. The pitch is grounded to Tony Taylor. He's got it and throws to Frank Howard, and there's 2 down in the top of the first. Now it's Yaz. Yaz 264 in 72. The pitch. Hey, struck him out swinging. A little more gas from Mickey Lolich. So 2 strikeouts in the first. A 1-2-3 inning. And we go to the bottom of the first with no score at Tiger Stadium. For the Tigers in the bottom of the inning against lefty John Curtis, it'll be Tony Taylor. Then Al Kaline, then Duke Sims, the late season pickup by the Tigers, in for the injured Bill Freehan. The pitch to Tony Taylor is lifted to center field. Tommy Harper's under this one, and there's 1 man out. Now it's Kaline. Curtis winds and delivers. And we have an error check, our first error check of the ball game. We roll our 3 D10s. And that is headed toward Doug Griffin. And Doug Griffin's error number is a 4, and the 8 is a lot more than that. So Doug makes the play, and there's 2 down. And up now is Duke Sims. The Duke. 241 on the season. The pitch. And that's drilled to the left. He goes the other way, and it's a base hit that drops in front of Dwight Evans, left fielder Dwight Evans, and there's a man aboard with 2 outs now for Detroit. Howard at the plate, acquired too late to join the team for postseason play, but definitely in there for this series. The pitch is a comebacker gloved by John Curtis. He takes a few steps toward Yaz and flips the ball. And we've played 1 inning with no score in Detroit. In the top of the second, it'll be the 4, 5, 6 hitters for Boston. Reggie Smith, Rico Petrocelli, and Carlton Fisk for the Red Sox. 270 on the season for Reggie Smith. Hit to left. This is Willie Horton toward the line, and he makes the catch. There's 1 down. Now it's Petrocelli. Rico, 240, third baseman. Pitch from Lolich. Hey, struck him out. That's Mickey's third. And there's 2 gone in the top of the second. Fisk at the plate, 293. And Carlton grounds this one to Ed Brinkman at shortstop. He's got it and fires to Howard, and that retires the Red Sox. In the second, a pair of 1-2-3s for Lolich. We go to the bottom of the second with no score. Curtis back out for Boston. And he will face Horton, Rodriguez, and Stanley for Detroit. As Mike Ditka would say, Detroit. Willie Horton in there. The pitch to him. Hey, error check. We got an error check. This is hit to left field. Evans boots it. The youngster drops the ball. Horton running hard around first. He's going to make second on the error. It's a 2-base error for Horton to reach second. So now they remain in scoring position with nobody out. And Aurelio Rodriguez, 236 at the plate. The pitch to him is hit to center. Harper is under this one. Horton is tagging and advancing to third on the catch. Now he's at third with 1 man out for Mickey Stanley. Red Sox infield gonna play in. Right now. Bottom of the second. No score. Stanley at the plate. The pitch to Curtis. He's not bunting, and it's drilled. This is drilled, and it is gone to left for... Oh, nope, I'm wrong. It's off the wall and left. Evans has to get it. Horton scores from second. Mickey Stanley thought it was out, but it's not. He's got himself a 1-out double, and he replaces Horton. Or no, he gets to second base. Horton scores from third. It's 1-0 Tigers in the bottom of the second. Now Brinkman with Lolich on deck. 1 man out. Billy Martin called Brinkman their most valuable player. 203 average. The pitch is grounded to Petrocelli. Rico checks Stanley at second and fires to Yastrzemski for out number 2. And now it's Lolich with 2 outs and Stanley still at second. Mickey not much of a hitter, but he's got a bat in his hands. Curtis to the belt. The pitch. Hey, strikes him out. That's Curtis's first. And unearned run scores, however, on one hit, they leave one. After two, it's 1-0 Tigers. Tigers win. They get first place by a half game. Dwight Evans, Doug Griffin, John Curtis in the Red Sox third against Mickey Lolich. Evans up there. 263 in limited duty in his very first season. Hey, strikes him out. That's Lolich's fourth. One gone in the third. Now it's Griffin. Doug, 260. Lolich winds and delivers trouble. This is a base hit to center field for Griffin. First Red Sox hit. First Red Sox base runner. And now it'll be Curtis. Top of the third action coming to you from Tiger Stadium. Lolich to the belt. Checks Griffin. Pitch home. Curtis squares to bunt. Curtis gets it down. It is gloved by Rodriguez. He fires to Taylor covering first, and that advances Griffin to second base. Curtis does his job. 2 outs. Griffin at second. Harper at the plate. 254 and 72. Lolich to the belt. The pitch is Mickey Stanley's ball into right center, and he's got it for out number 3. We've played 2.5, and the Tigers have a 1-0 lead. Red Sox still own first place at this point in the 72 season. Curtis now gets the top of the Tiger order. Taylor, then Kaline, then Sims. The pitch to Tony Taylor is grounded to Petrocelli. Rico's got it and fires to Yaz. There's one down. Now it's Al Kaline. Kaline 0 for 1. Pitch to Al. This is hit to left toward the line. Dwight Evans on the run. He's got it for out number 2. Now it's Duke Sims 1 for 1. Singled in the first. The hottest Tigers hitter down the stretch. The pitch. Combacker, gloved by Curtis, and he's going to have himself his first 1-2-3 inning right now, and that retires the Tigers. We go to the fourth, and it's 1-0 Detroit. 2, 3, 4 hitters for Boston coming. Aparicio, Yastrzemski, and Reggie Smith, none of whom have a hit in the game so far. Aparicio in there, the pitch. And that's a bleeder. It's going to drop into center field in front of Stanley. Aparicio's on with a single. Louis had pretty much lost the wheels by this point, so we'll see what they decide to do. Yastrzemski comes to the plate. Lolich looking for a double play grounder. The pitch to Yaz. Aparicio not going. Ground ball, Taylor. Tony gloves it. He goes to Brinkman for 1. The relay to Howard, not in time. Yaz beats the wrap at first base, but he's on to the fielder's choice. 1 gone in the fourth. Now it's Reggie Smith. 0 for 1 for Reggie. But plenty of power. Lolich to the belt. Checks Yaz at first. The pitch home. Grounded to Rodriguez. Aurelio to Taylor for 1. The relay to Howard, not in time. Smith beats it at first. 2 down and a man on first now for Rico Petrocelli, a strikeout victim his first time up. Lolich to the belt. The pitch home is a base hit. Yes, it drops in front of Horton into left field for a hit. Smith will stop at second, and there's 2 on now with 2 outs for Fisk. dangerous man against anybody, but especially against lefties. In 72, Lolich to the belt. Fisk 0 for 1 on the day. The pitch home. Ball 2. Ball 2. Fisk is ahead in the count. Pitch to him. Grounded to Rodriguez. Aurelio's got it. He's going to go the short way to Taylor, covering second, and that will retire Boston. In the fourth, we've played 3.5. It's 1-0 Detroit. Curtis coming back out. Howard, Horton, and Rodriguez in his future. Frank Howard, 0 for 1. Picked up from Texas after the trade deadline. The pitch. Skied to left. Evans toward the line is going to make the catch, and there's one down. Now it's Horton who reached on a two-base error by Evans. Back in the second, he scored the Tigers' only run. The pitch. And we've got another error check for Willie. And this is hit to Evans. And he's going to catch this one. Yes, he's going to catch this one, and there's two gone. Now it's Rodriguez. Nobody aboard. Aurelio in 1972 pretty much considered the second best defensive third baseman in the American League behind Brooks Robinson. Pitch to him. A shot off Curtis's glove. It's going to roll toward Petrocelli, and nobody's going to have a play. Rodriguez has an infield hit. And now it's Stanley who drove in the Tigers' only run with a double. Nearly got it out of here. Back in the second. 1 on, 2 outs. Pitch to Mickey. To right. Not deep. This is Smith, and he's under it, and that will retire the Tigers in the fourth. So we've played 4 complete, and it's 1-0 Detroit. For Boston in the fifth, it's the lower third of the order. Evans, Griffin, and Curtis coming up. Evans 0 for 1. The pitch. Struck him out. That's strikeout number 5 for Mickey Lolich. Griffin coming up now. Singled, but was stranded at second in the third inning. A pitch from Lolich. Hit towards the line. Horton on the run. Horton's got it for 2 outs. And now Curtis. Lolich's grade will be unchanged after this. We'll hit the third time in the order, but he's still going to be a B. Curtis, not too much with the stick. Lolich winds and delivers ground ball Brinkman. Eddie's got it and fires to Howard. And that retires the side. We're halfway through this one. 4.5 in the books. 1-0 Detroit. For the Tigers in the fifth, it's the 8-9-1 spots. Brinkman, Lolich, and then Taylor at the top of the order. Brinkman's 0 for 1. Curtis' pitch is a ball 4. That's going to get action going in the Red Sox bullpen as Curtis is about to drop to an E grade. Bill Lee, Don Newhouser throwing in the Red Sox bullpen. Brinkman at the plate. I'm sorry, Brinkman just walked. Lolich coming to the plate. Curtis to the belt. The pitch home to Mickey. He squares to bunt. He gets it down. And this one will be to Petrocelli, who fires to Griffin covering first, and that will advance Brinkman up to second base. Now it's Taylor as Curtis drops to an E grade. John to the belt, the pitch home. And that's gonna drop for a base hit and in front of Tommy Harper. Here comes Brinkman around third. They're gonna wave him. Here comes Harper's throw. He does not exactly have a gun. 0-5, Brinkman's out at home. He is safe. It's 2-0 Tigers. As Tony Taylor drives in the second run of the game. Now it's K-line. Curtis to the belt. The pitch. K-line drills it to left and deep. Evans to the wall, and this one is gone. K-line leaves the building, so does Elvis, and it is 4-0 Tigers. And here comes Eddie Casco. One batter too late. He's got the hook, and he wants Bill Lee to come face Duke Sims. So we'll give you Curtis's numbers. Lee will bat in the number 9 spot. Curtis goes 4 1/3 innings. He allowed 5 hits. He allowed 4 runs, 3 of them earned. He walked 1. He struck out 1 and allowed 1 home run. And he is in line for the loss unless the Red Sox can scrape their way back into this one. 4-0 Tigers in the bottom of the 5th. Duke Sims up there now against Bill. They don't call me the spaceman yet. Lee, the pitch. Hit to left toward the line. Evans on the run. He's got it. 2 down. And now it's Howard. Hondo at the plate. 0 for 2. Pitch from Lee. Ball 4. Ball 4. And here comes Horton. Lee to the belt. The pitch to Willie. This is trouble maybe. Base hit for Willie. Hondo stops at second. 2 on, 2 outs for Rodriguez. Lee not exactly slamming the door. Rodriguez is 1 for 2. Pitch to Aurelio, grounded to third. This is Petrocelli. He's going to trot to the bag and touch it for out number 3. But the Tigers put up a crooked number. And after 5, they lead 4-0. Lolich gets the top of the order for Boston in the 6th. Harper, Aparicio, and Yastrzemski. Tommy is 0 for 2. Lolich winds and delivers. And this is driven over everybody's head. K-line's not going to get this one. It's going to bound off the wall. And Tommy Harper helps himself to a 2-base hit with nobody out in the top of the 6th. Aparicio stands in there now. Yastrzemski on deck. Louis is 1 for 2. The pitch to him. Grounded to Taylor. He's going to flip to Howard as Harper advances to third base with one out, and now it's Yastrzemski. Tiger infield at normal depth. Yastrzemski at the plate. The pitch home. Skied to right. K-line is under it. Harper is tagging. Harper will score. And yep, he will score, and it's 4-1. Tigers as the Red Sox get on the board. But there's 2 outs in the 6th now for Reggie Smith. 0 for 2 for Reggie on the day. Nobody aboard. The pitch from Lolich. Grounded to Taylor. Tony's got it. Throws to Frank Howard. And that'll retire the Red Sox in the 6th. They do score 1 on 1 hit. They leave none. And after 5.5, it's Detroit 4, Boston 1. In a game both teams desperately want. 3 games left in the season. The Red Sox in first place by a half game. All 3 games going to be at Tiger Stadium in this final series. All right. Bottom of the 6th, bottom third of the Tiger order. Stanley, Brinkman, Lolich against Bill Lee. Pitch to him. It's a range check. Get to the kitchen. It's a range check. For the love of God, get to the kitchen. It's a range check. Okay, this is hit. Need my glasses. This is hit in front of home plate. So Fisk, who is a positive 1972 fielder, gloves it and fires to Yastrzemski for the out at first. There's 1 gone. Now it's Brinkman, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. Scored a run last inning with a leadoff walk. Bill Lee winds and delivers. Hit to center, but not deep. Harper's got this one. 2 gone. Now it's Lolich. Mickey famously said, fat guys need idols too. And he took that responsibility very seriously. The pitch. This is to left, but not deep. He's going to catch this one, Evans. Will catch it, and that's 3 in the bottom of the 6th. So we have played 6. The Tigers maintain a 3-run lead. In the 7th, it'll be Petrocelli, Fisk, and Evans for Boston. For Boston, it'll be Petrocelli, Fisk, and Evans. 1 for 2 for Petrocelli. The pitch. Rico draws a walk, trots down to first base. Fisk coming up, 0 for 2 for Carlton. Billy Martin nervously pacing in the Tiger dugout. The pitch to Fisk. And we've got an error check. Here comes an error check. 42 is to Rodriguez. Can Aurelio make the play? No. He boots it. Aurelio Rodriguez boots it. It's a 1-base error. Everybody's safe. And nobody's out. Tying run comes to the plate now. In Dwight Evans. Action starting in the Tiger bullpen. It'll be John Hiller. And Laren LeGros. Lefty-righty double-barreled action in the Tiger bullpen. Newhouser throwing in the Boston bullpen. Evans at the plate. Boston down by 3. There's nobody out. Petrocelli at second. Fisk at first. The pitch to Evans. And this is going to be trouble. It's going to get over Mickey Stanley's head into center field. Clank off that old wall, and Petrocelli's going to score from second. Fisk is going to be... Oh, man. He's going to be held at third with nobody out, and so it's second and third for Boston with nobody out, and Doug Griffin coming to the plate. Lolich may be tiring. Here comes Billy Martin out of the dugout. He wants to talk to him. And that is going to be the end of the conference. They're going to leave Lolich in the game. And they're going to leave Griffin in the game, too. It's going to be a Griffin-Lolich confrontation. Bill Lee in the on-deck circle, but nobody seriously thinks he's going to bat. Lolich to the belt. Infield at normal depth. The pitch to Doug Griffin is grounded to Rodriguez. Aurelio gloves it. Fisk holds, and Rodriguez fires to Howard for the first out of the 7th inning. 4-2 Detroit, but the tying runs are in scoring position at the moment. Bill Lee being called back, as he will not bat, and we're going to get a pinch hitter. And it's going to be... Boy, oh boy. It's going to be, don't tell me, Danny Cater. Al Red Sox fans' favorite Boston Red Sox of all time, Danny Cater. The man acquired in exchange for Sparky Lyle. But he looked like a hitter. I mean, I get it. He looked like one, but... All right, Lolich. Second and third, infield at normal depth. Cater, chance to be a hero. The pitch home from Mickey is driven to center. Stanley is under it. Fisk is tagging. Here comes Carlton. Stanley makes the catch. The throw home is not in time, and Fisk scores the third run of the game for Boston. Cater delivers a sacrifice fly. 4-3 Detroit with Evans at second base. Now Harper up. Lolich in a world of trouble, but they're sticking with him. The pitch home to Tommy. Is hit to center. Mickey Stanley right there, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. It's a 2-run inning for Boston. On 1 hit, they leave 1, and after 6.5, it's time to stretch them out in Detroit. 4-3 Tigers. We got a good one. The new pitcher will be Don Newhouser for Boston. He's an A-plus pitcher on the road, and he has all kinds of control trouble. And Bobby Bolin is throwing behind him in relief. A right-hander. And just for fun, Gary Peters, a left-hander, is throwing in the bullpen as well. For the Tigers, it'll be the top of the order. Taylor, Kaline, and Sims coming up in the bottom of the 7th. Billy Martin would love some insurance. If you like this game, if you like this set, Bergland.kurt at yahoo.com, PayPal. Get you the PDF for $12.99. Printed cards shipped to you, $54.99. This is the 1972 season with Pine Tar Baseball. If you need the Pine Tar instructions, let me know. You get those for free. All right, so Taylor's up 1 for 3. Aribia run scored in this one. Newhouser winds and delivers a ground ball. Petrocelli. Rico's got it, and he's going to fire to Yaz for out number 1. Now it's Kaline. 2-run dong for Kaline in the 5th. 1 for 3. Newhouser winds and delivers. And it's hit deep for Kaline. Center field. Back goes Harper. It's gone. A second home run in the game for Al Kaline. He's coming up big. It's 5-3 Detroit as Newhouser gets taken deep. Now it's Sims. Duke is 1 for 3. 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. Pitch to him. Line drive. Base hit left field. Sims takes Newhouser the other way, and he's aboard with a single. Now it's Howard. I don't know. Would Eddie Casco pull him here? I'm going to leave him in for one more batter. Howard up. Newhouser the belt. The pitch to Hondo. He lost him. That's ball 4 on the walk modifier. And Hondo trots down to first base. Here comes Casco. And he's bringing the hook. He wants Bobby Bolin. Bolin will bat 9th. That's it for Newhouser. Peters is still throwing. Bolin is a D pitcher on the road. No strikeout or walk modifiers, and he can give you an inning. So, Lou Krause warming up with Peters now in the Boston bullpen. 1 for 3 for Horton. He has scored a run as well. Looking for a double play ball from him is Bolin. Howard at first, Sims at second. Slow trains on the bases for Detroit. The pitch. And that's ball 1. Next pitch, grounded to Griffin. Doug's got it. Flips to Aparicio for 1. The return throw to Yastrzemski is in time for a soul-crushing, rally-killing double play turned by the Red Sox. We've played 7. The Detroit gets 1 more run. It's 5-3 now as we go to the 8th on a home run by Kaline. But they miss out on a chance to bury the Red Sox. Now, it's Lolich coming back out for the 8th inning. Aparicio, Yastrzemski, and Smith are coming up. Hiller and LeGros still throwing in the Tiger bullpen. Aparicio, 1 for 3. The pitch. This is grounded to Rodriguez. It's a range check. Get to the kitchen. It's by him. Base hit for Aparicio. He's on. Tying run comes to the plate in Yastrzemski. Here comes Billy Martin. That's going to do it for Lolich. Are we going to have a double switch is the question. And yes, we are. Yes, we are. Jim Northrup is going to head out to left field. John Hiller is going to be the new pitcher, a left-hander. And Hiller will bat in the 5 spot where Horton was, and Northrup will take over in left field and bat 9th. Yastrzemski will be the first hitter that Hiller will face. Lolich is gone. We'll give you his numbers. Replacing Hiller in the Tiger bullpen is Chuck Selbach. So Selbach and Legros are throwing. Lolich is out. Horton is out. Hiller is in. Northrup is in. Lolich pitched 7 innings plus. He allowed 6 hits. He walked 1 batter. He struck out 6. He struck out 5. He allowed 3 runs so far. One of them earned, thanks to an error by Rodriguez. Yastrzemski is up now. He is the tying run at the plate. Hiller is an A-plus pitcher at home. He has no strikeout or walk modifiers, and he can go 2 innings if you need him to. Out of the pen, 21 relief appearances. A heart attack recovery was Hiller's big story in 72. So Yastrzemski is in there now. 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly for Yaz. He is the tying run for the Red Sox. The pitch to right towards the line. K-line on the run. K-line will get there. Aparicio retreats to first. And there's 1 out. Now it's Reggie Smith. Reggie 0 for 3. The pitch. Ball 2. Ball 2. He's ahead in the count. Struck him out. Hiller's first, second out of the inning. Aparicio still at first, and now it's Petrocelli. Here comes Billy Martin. He wants the ball, and that's going to do it for Hiller. It's going to be Chuck Selbach, pretty much the closer for these Tigers. Coming on will bat in the 5th spot. Coming on with 2 outs in the 8th to face Petrocelli. Rico is 1 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. Selbach is an A pitcher at home. He has a strikeout modifier of 77. He can give you 2 innings. There's 2 outs in the top of the 8th, and there's Aparicio at first. Laren Legros is in the bullpen, and he is joined now by Chris Zachary. Petrocelli, the tying run at the plate. Pitch to Rico. And it's a range check. Get to the kitchen. Get to the kitchen. It's a range check. .35. It's hit to Tony Taylor, and it's by him. Why? Because I didn't take him out of the game. It's a base hit for Petrocelli. Aparicio stops at second. 2 on, 2 outs now. And here comes Fisk. Fisk is the go-ahead run. It's the top of the 8th. There's 2 outs. Aparicio at second. Petrocelli at first, Fisk at the plate. In real life, Petrocelli fell down rounding third base in this game with what would have been the tying run and was tagged out. So he has a chance to be a hero now if he can just stand on his feet and Fisk can hit the ball. Selbach to the belt. The pitch home to Fisk. Grounded to Brinkman. Ed's going to flip to Taylor covering second, and that will retire the Red Sox in the eighth. In the eighth for Boston, no runs, 2 hits. They leave the tying runs on base. We go to the bottom of the eighth. It's 5-3 Detroit. We got a good one cooking. Alrighty. Now, for Detroit, in the bottom of the eighth, it's Rodriguez, Stanley, and Brinkman. Bolin is in. Peters and Krause are warm in the bullpen. Rodriguez is 1 for 3. Bolin winds and delivers a ground ball toward Aparicio. Louis got it and fires for the out. 1 gone, and here comes Eddie Casco. He's bringing the hook, and that's going to do it for Bolin. So it's going to be Krause. Here in the bottom of the eighth, Bolin went 1 inning. No strikeouts, no walks, no hits, no runs, no home runs. Stanley up there now. Doubled in the second, doubled in a run. The first Tiger run. 1 for 3. Pitch. Is a looper base hit. Stanley's on with a single to center. And now comes Brinkman. 1 out, 1 on. Ed 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. The pitch. Hey, struck him out. No, he didn't. Yeah, he did. 2 gone. First strikeout for Krause. Here comes Northrup, and that's going to do it for Krause. Eddie Casco's bringing his hook. It's going to be Peters, a left-hander, to face Northrup. We'll see if Billy Martin makes a move here. Northrup and Martin, of course, did not get along because Martin viewed Northrup as a platoon player and Northrup never saw himself in that role. So Peters, a left-hander, is on now. Complicating factor in all of this is that Northrup is the best defensive left fielder they've got left. So they're going to let him bat and face Peters. 5-3 Tigers. Stanley at first. This is Northrup's first at bat on the day. He entered on a double switch back in the eighth. The pitch in the top of the eighth. The pitch is hit to center. Tommy Harper under it, and Tommy Harper will make the catch. That retires Detroit in the eighth. We go to the ninth. It's 5-3 Tigers, as Boston is in danger of their half-game division lead becoming a half-game deficit. If they can't score 2 at least and turn it around a little bit. Selbach in for the possible save. It's Evans, Griffin, and then the pitcher, Gary Peters, scheduled. But he won't bat, and Griffin might not even bat. It's a right-hander. There are no lefties left in Detroit's bullpen. So it's Selbach against Evans. The pitch from Chuck is a fly ball to center field. Here comes Mickey Stanley, and he's got it for out number 1. Griffin Dewey won't bat. They're going to hit for him. And it's going to be it's going to be grim is what it's going to be. Phil Gagliano is going to pinch hit for Griffin in the 9th. Phil, 257 with a 299 on base average, hitting for Griffin. The pitch from Selbach. We got a rare play. We have our first, well, our only rare play of the game. Nobody aboard, so we re-roll. 0-2. And Gagliano does not have a hit by pitch, so it's just ball 2. That's your rare play. Would have been a hit by pitch, but no. Gagliano in there. Ahead 2 balls, no strikes. And this one is going to be a base hit, and that's going to be trouble. Going to be a base hit down the left field line. Northrup's got to go get it. Gagliano's got himself a pinch hit double with 1 out in the 9th. That means they're going to hit for Peters, and that man will be the tying run at the plate. And they're going to choose Ben Ogilvie for that job, the future Milwaukee Brewer. A very young player, one of the young players that the Red Sox sort of discovered in 72. 241 average, 391 slugging. He can pop it out of here. The Tigers don't have a lefty to go to, so there's really no choice here. Fryman not available, and Sherman is horrible. So they got Ogilvie. That's it. They got Selbach. All right, so Ogilvie up there against Selbach, the right-hander. Chuck to the belt. Gagliano at second. The pitch home is drilled by Ogilvie for extra bases. Left field, it's going to split Northrup and Stanley. He's got himself a 2-bagger. It's 5-4 now, and there's 1 out. 5-4 Tigers, 1 out in the 9th. And here comes Billy Martin. He's had it with Selbach. That's going to be it for him. It's going to be Chris Zachary. Zachary will bat in the 5th spot. And he's in to face Harper. Tying run at second base. Looking for better wheels on the bench. They're going to stick with Ogilvie at second. So now it's Harper up against Zachary. First base is open. There's 1 man out. Aparicio on deck. Harper is 1 for 4 with a run scored and a double. Zachary to the belt. Checks Ogilvie at second. The pitch home is a line shot snagged by a diving Ed Brinkman. There's 2 outs now. Tying run still at second base, and it's Aparicio. If Louis comes through, we got a tie game. He's 2 for 4 in this game. Yastrzemski is on deck. 5-4 Tigers, 2 outs, top of the ninth. Ben Ogilvy, the tying run, is at second base. And this is your ball game right here. Last chance saloon for Boston. Zachary to the belt, checks Ogilvy at second. The pitch home to Aparicio is hit in the air to left. Northrup coming on, and he makes the catch for the third out and a Tiger victory. It's a 5-4 Tiger win in the first game of a 3-game series to close out the season. This means that, just like in real life, the Tigers take over first place by a half game by virtue of winning this contest. 5-4. Winning pitcher, Mickey Lolich. Losing pitcher would be John Curtis. The save goes to Chris Zachary with 2/3 of an inning of gutty baseball. All right. This is Pine Tar Baseball, the 1972 set. Purchase it from me, Bergland.kurt at yahoo.com. That's my PayPal account. $12.99 gets you the PDF. $54.99 gets you printed cards shipped promptly to your door by UPS. It's the 1972 season. If you need the instructions for Pine Tar, just let me know. I'll send those to you as well. Thank you so much for joining me. My name's Kurt Bergland. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. This was fun. Hope you have a good evening. So long, everybody.